Judge, today's case is drunken love.
Alcohol, evictions, accusations of cheating. There's a lot going wrong here. Let's see if I can do anything to help make it right.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Cheryl Kaplan and Cody Green. The two of you have been together for 2 years, married 2 months, and we're already here in divorce court. Ms. Kaplan, I'm gonna start with you. Why don't you tell me what's gone wrong so quickly?
Well, Your Honor, you ever heard that song by Beyonce called Drunken Love?
I have.
I'm not in love, but he's a drunk.
Okay. That was cold, but all right.
I call it how I see it.
So tell me a couple of stories that would let me know how deeply he is into alcohol.
Okay, well, let's start off with the eviction. The fact that we ended up coming home at 8 o'clock at night with a eviction on our door. Prior to that, I had gave him the rent money to go pay the rent.
Uh-huh.
He didn't have it no more. I ended up finding him at the bar later that night. Let's just say I ended up having to take a taxi home while he drove the car. At the same time as he's drinking and driving, I'm worried, sitting in the back of the taxi, wondering if he's gonna make it home okay. We get home, things let loose. So as I'm trying to pack for everything, he's just going on and on, calling me a bitch and everything else in the book. And he just pretty much made me feel like I was worthless at that point. So the next day we ended up trying to get a storage unit, and he had told me while on our way there, he didn't have the money for the storage unit because he ended up going to the bar and spending it. And that's just
not true.
I'm gonna get to you,
what do you
Mr.
mean
Green.
it's not true? That's exactly how it happened.
Oh, it definitely didn't. You're just trying to make yourself look good like you do
Is
all the
it?
time.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
Okay. So what happened? So you didn't have money for the storage unit,
so
then what?
All of our stuff pretty much landed on the side of the street. My pictures that have me and my kids in it, you know, everything that really meant something to me was in the
out
trash.
on the street. Now, Mr. Green, what is your version of the eviction story?
Well, everything she almost said is a complete lie, you know?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it
Did
really-
she give you the rent money?
No, she didn't give me the rent money. She hasn't worked in 6 months. I'm working 70 hours a week, 6 days a week when I'm sitting here, you know.
I'm sitting right next to you doing the same job you're doing.
No, you're definitely not.
I'm not?
And the whole eviction thing, yeah, you know what? I was a little irresponsible. I drank, you know? I don't drink just
A
to
little
drink.
irresponsible. You drank up the rent money.
Oh,
You
it
got
wasn't just me.
invested.
She goes drink for drink with me. It ain't just me
I
drinking
drink
it.
occasionally. You're the one who drinks
Yeah,
every day.
drinking Jack and
What'd you
Coke
do?
almost
Did you?
every day is drinking
What'd you do?
occasionally.
Have a drink already today?
No, definitely didn't drink.
Okay,
Okay.
Mr. Green, on the at the eviction time, when you were evicted, did you drink up the rent money?
Yeah, I drank it up.
And I'm
Definitely
sorry,
did.
but as
I'm
a
not
mom,
sorry for it either.
and as a mom, for me,
Why aren't you sorry?
Because I should have left her on the side of the road with her stuff.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what I have to do
Mr.
every
Green,
day.
What are you so angry about? She's mad because you
She's
drink
a liar
too much.
and a cheater. She's been busted multiple times.
Well,
for it.
give me some stories of times you
this
caught
one
her
time-
cheating.
This one time, all right, we share phones because my phone got broke when I was working.
Right.
And I went to go get on her phone
Why
and
don't
call
you
a
tell
family
them-
member.
tell her the other reason?
Ms. Kaplan, I'm gonna get back to you.
So I went to go call a family member, you know, because it's very personal, and tell them how my day was and make sure everything was okay. And I couldn't get on her phone. I tried it multiple times, the same password, you know, it didn't work. You know, so I went to her and asked her, I was like, so what's the password? Got on her phone, and I seen a message saying, oh, about this dude that she went out dancing with on my birthday when I was out working in Pittsburgh for a week, that hopefully next time my belly don't get in the way. What does that mean? You know, because to me, that means you're out cheating, because why else would your belly be in the way?
Ms. Kaplan, what do you have to say about the belly dancing story?
Mind you,
Oh, I didn't
as
belly
he's
dance.
drinking, that text was irrelevant. No text ever existed like that. It was a message between me and my former boss from Ohio, from work, for me to go back, for us in particular, to go back to work for him if we were able to get back to Ohio. Because since we've been down here in Florida, things have not changed. He has literally been drinking every day, all day. He's putting me down, even though I work on the same crew as him. I'm the only female in that building that hangs gutters. And he doesn't show any appreciation.
Is she hanging gutters with you?
Yeah, for the last 2 weeks.
Okay. So, can you
And it's
give me
not even
another
with me. We
cheating
don't work on
story?
the same-
Because that was like, I don't know about that, even if that was it. Give me something else on the cheating.
Well, there was another time when she set up a date, you know, with a guy that they were gonna go out and everything and have a good time, you know, like she's supposed to be my wife. You know?
How did this transpire? Were they texting on the phone?
Yeah, it was text
Your Honor,
messages
if
on
you
the
wanna
phone.
know
Hang on, let him
I went
finish.
through and I was reading the messages, you know, and there's bits and pieces missing, you know, like she was deleting messages, certain messages that were going through. And the last one that came through on the phone was, you know, "Look, I can't wait to go out and hopefully it'll be a good time. And, you know, I'm looking forward to meeting you and all this stuff." And it's like, you're supposed to be my wife.
Okay.
Like, how is it so simple for you to talk to somebody else
Right.
if you aren't with the intentions of cheating?
Right.
So you're-
Ms. Kaplan, do you know the text message about which he speaks?
Are you meaning the guy that you keep trying to accuse me that I was supposedly talking to when you're completely wasted?
No.
Like, there's no communicating with
Well,
you.
let's
too
call
paranoid.
random dude Bob. I'm just making up the name Bob. You think she's messing with a guy named Bob, correct?
Yeah, there's been multiple messages.
Other than that thread, is there anything else that has shown you that she's messing with Bob?
No. Do I have proof? No, except for the messages, and she deleted them.
Well,
So now I have no proof.
I have
You know,
proof
she
of him
broke my
cheating.
phone.
It was 2 o'clock one morning. He was dead asleep because he's had too many that day. He was dead asleep, and his phone just kept going off. So I decided to look at it. It was from a dating website. Him and this girl have been talking about a serious relationship for nearly a month.
It definitely
Mind
wasn't
you,
a dating
the
website.
cheating has gotten to the point to where
The
he's
Weather
messaged
Channel.
Nicki
I was checking
Minaj.
the weather.
I mean,
was it?
come on
Thing.
now. Come on now. You're gonna show her how you're gonna be a real man, but you're sitting here talking to her behind your wife's back.
Okay. So
There wasn't any messages. There wasn't any proof.
There
I was
wasn't?
There was no
checking the
dating
weather.
site?
There was a storm
Screenshots
coming.
that I
No, it
still
wasn't.
have.
There wasn't a dating website.
what do you
was.
know what she's referring to?
Yeah, I know
The
exactly
Weather
what she's
Channel
Well,
talking
you
that he
tell me
wants to
what it
call
was. If
every
you knew him
day.
for 2 years and didn't see it.
I see. When we first
Yeah,
started going out, we didn't live together. I was going over there occasionally on the weekends, and yes, like I said, we'd drink a couple of different times, but it wasn't every day
So every
like
time we went out, we were
it is
drinking.
now.
What are you smoking? I got on the Weather Channel to check the channel. I work outside.
you were
I work
talking
on
to the
roofs. I
weather
have for
lady.
the last 3 years. There
You
was no
were
messages.
talking to the weather lady, right?
There was
Literally
no
checking
message.
No, I was checking
There
the
were
weather. That was it.
plenty
Seeing
of
when the storm
messages,
was
Your
gonna come.
Honor.
Where's the proof?
And
She
another
has no
time,
proof of me cheating.
may
I'd
I
love for
might
us to
add
get a
another
polygraph
time
test
about the
to see
grocery
which one of us
store.
really is cheating, because I know it's her.
Let me
There's no
also
proof
might add
on
about
my
the
end of me
grocery
cheating,
store.
talking
And there's
to
no
anybody
proof
else.
on her end. I mean, you know, when you're both talking about text messages and you're simply denying that they ever existed.
But she's been doing this for the last 2 years and 2 months that we've been together. She always lies, tries to manipulate everybody to make herself look
I think
better.
you're just being paranoid about it, really.
Paranoid about
Because
what?
you do nothing but drink, and anytime when you're
I
even
wonder why I
sober, when we
drink.
try and talk,
Well,
you're
Mr. Green, let me ask you this. Do you drink a lot?
No,
He
I
drinks
mean, I
every
drink
day.
every day, but it's
He
not a
drinks
lot.
every day.
I get drunk every day.
He drinks to get drunk.
Well,
Your
now,
Honor.
wait a minute. He could be just having one beer when
No,
he gets home. Or you
it's
just
more
having
than
a
just one beer.
Twisted teas.
Just
It
a
is-
who?
Twisted teas. That's all I drink.
It's like 5 of those.
Uh-huh.
It's like 5
Well, even
of
if it
those.
was
It's
5
not
of
just
them.
one. It is not just one.
Okay, and what about your
I
drinking?
ended up
It's
going to
always
the
my
grocery.
fault.
I ended up going to the grocery store one day, just to get the basics.
Right.
The grocery store is 10 minutes from me, so altogether I'd say about 25, 30 minutes. I took. There's a long line at the grocery store, and I ended
Always
up
our
coming home
excuse.
being accused of having sex with somebody in the grocery store.
Dude, she
It
was
says
gone
it-
for
it says
5
it on the
hours,
re-
came home and took a shower and changed her
I
clothes.
was not
Who
gone
does
for
that
5
when you go to a
hours.
grocery store to
I
get
even showed you the
food?
receipt of when I left the grocery
Yeah,
store.
and it was 5 hours later.
It wasn't no 5 hours later.
Yeah, it was.
Miss-
No, it
Miss
wasn't, and
Kaplan,
this is why I have a problem with you drinking, because of the fact
You are my problem.
You're
You're
so
why I
messed up in
drink.
the head, it's not even funny.
I got you, Miss Kaplan.
When
He
I'm
says
working,
that,
I don't drink.
He says that
the only time I'm
that
happy.
you sit down and drink with him. Is that true?
I drink occasionally, Your Honor.
Yeah, she drink for drink. Every
No,
time
I
we
don't.
go
I
out,
don't
anytime
drink
we
every day
drink,
with
she's
you.
drinking. She has a drink in her hand just as much as I do.
This is what I'm saying. Like, he thinks of things that go on, but doesn't really go on.
Because
Or two.
he's drunk all the time.
Yeah, exactly. He thinks I'm drinking with him when he's already had like 5 to himself, and I'm over here drinking a glass of water. I mean, come on.
I'm pretty sure Jack and Coke is not
What
clear,
happened?
but-
What happened on your birthday just before you guys got married?
What's that?
What happened on your birthday just before you two got married?
I was out working, like I said, in Pittsburgh for a whole week, you know? And I was looking forward to coming home and spending my birthday with her, you know, go out and do something nice. And that's when I seen the message. She was messaging Bob on the phone, you know, to go out and to have a good time and stuff. That's on my birthday, you know? We're supposed to be getting married.
Well,
Let me ask you a question about that. You got married 60 days ago. It seems so raw and ugly. What was happening 60 days ago that made it seem like a good idea?
Like everything was all right because everything, he just, as soon as the ring went on my finger and we said I do, it was done. It was just like he lifted the blankets off of himself and was like, this is my true colors. I drink every day. I lie. I don't tell you the truth on anything. Like,
but you were together 2 years.
Exactly. So why wouldn't she know that?
That's what I'm saying.
It's
like,
lies.
I was particularly trying to work with him on everything because how irresponsible he is with the drinking. He's 27 years old. He should be paying his bills.
Exactly. So
instead of drinking.
But was he not drinking? An alcoholic or was somebody who has a drinking problem?
And he has a drinking problem.
But if you know him for 2 years and didn't see it.
I see, when we first started going out, we didn't live together. I was going over there occasionally on the weekends, and yes, like I said, we'd drink a couple of different times, but it wasn't every day.
So every time we went out, we were drinking.
Now.
What are you smoking?
What do you think? What do you think went wrong in 60 days?
I went out and had a couple drinks just to try to ease my mind and everything, and yes, I did forget our anniversary, and I felt really bad for it, you know?
So
I thought
is that why you proposed?
Yeah, I felt bad, you know?
That's usually not a good plan, though.
But, you know, in all honesty, I do love her. You know, I didn't marry her for no reason, you know?
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV. 60 days ago, you trusted her enough to marry her.
Yeah, I looked past everything.
So all of this stuff with Bob or the other messages, did that occur within those 60 days, or was that happening all along?
All along on two of them, but the one that really bothered me was after we got married, like right before we got married.
And what was that?
And what happened which one happened right before you got married?
She went out drinking and dancing with that dude, and he texted her and said,
I hope my belly didn't
I could
get in the way
next time. You could make up any kind of story you want and make it sound so believable.
Does the belly reference make any sense to you at all?
There is no messages like that, Your Honor. There is nothing to prove that.
That's where the bits and pieces were missing out of the message.
There is no messages.
Well, yeah, not now that you deleted them all.
There wasn't any messages at all.
Has she ever been gone for large swaths of time that she can't account for?
She does shady stuff all the time.
Like what?
Changing the passcodes on her phone all the time, you know?
I've been married 32 years. I got a password. My husband does not know what it is, and he doesn't want to know.
But why do you change it multiple times? Why do you need to constantly change your password?
Change passcodes all the time because I can't never remember it. But anyway.
Well, there's a difference there,
Your Honor, may I go back to our 2-year anniversary?
Yeah, go right ahead.
We ended up. We woke up. You know, I was in a good mood. You know, he woke up. He seemed okay, but he asked me for the car keys. Told him where it was at. Didn't say I love you. Didn't give me a hug. Didn't give me a kiss. Nothing. Just left. He didn't show up till the next day. When he showed up the next day is when he proposed to me. An hour later, I found out why, and it was because he was on social media talking to another female as well, and it was probably because he felt guilty.
Okay. What happened on the day of your 2-year dating anniversary?
She left some pieces out, you know. I had a really.
Well, you put them back in.
I had a really bad day at work, so I went out and had a couple drinks just to try to ease my mind and everything. And yes, I did forget our anniversary, and I felt really bad for it, you know.
So
is that why you proposed?
Yeah, I felt bad, you know.
That's usually not a good plan,
though. But you know, in all honesty, I do love her. You know, I didn't marry her for no reason. You know, I wanted to work things out. You know, have a long life, have family and stuff. But it's just ever since we got married, it's just getting worse and worse.
I've lost my 18-month-old son back in 2016.
I'm so sorry. Take your time.
He was a really good friend of mine. You know, I didn't have anybody else I could talk to. Thank you. And you know, he was just trying to make sure I had a smile on my face. That's where I started to like him a lot. But, you know, I was just kind of masking all the problems that were really there in front of me because I was too busy being broken down on my own.
I got you.
Now, when he calls me like a horrible mom because I done left my whole family, including my daughter in Ohio, to come down here to try and work on us, I really feel that way.
Did you call her a horrible mom?
Yeah, but it wasn't on that, and it wasn't because of the son and stuff, you know. It was the drinking around her daughter, us drinking around her daughter.
Your Honor, he's also told me that's the reason why both my kids were taken from me is because I don't know what I'm doing and I'm a horrible mom.
I didn't say it like that.
But you don't help somebody
Right.
by just jabbing them when they're down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just don't. You could point out, oh, you might have made this mistake, you might have made this error, this is where we should have gone differently, this is what we do. But you don't just keep at them, especially with a woman who's just lost her kids. There's a lot of things that a person can do that could be interpreted in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways. And if you have a mind that sees dishonor and distrust everywhere, you're always going to pick the one that confirms your fears.
Right.
And possibly that's what you're doing here. All your problems are right here.
Maybe.
That's the way it is. Unless you run afoul of a gang and they told you to get out, your problems come with you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And I've tried to explain that to him since, I'd say, about 1.5 years into our relationship. Like, you can't run from things like that. It's something that you're going to have to handle one of these
Mr. Green,
days.
I don't have any legal basis upon which to award her $500. Unless you had all of your assets out here and we were dividing them equally, and I don't even know if that would come out to anything.
No.
So I don't have that. All I have is my best advice to give her an opportunity to get where she needs to be. You're killing her with your critique and your criticism and your drinking. You're just killing her.
All right.
And it might be best if she goes back to Ohio, gets her act together, gets her kids together, and you go see somebody to get your head together so when you get back together, you can actually stay that way. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
I can't make you, but you oughta. You oughta get her back to Ohio. You ain't got to go, but she needs to go.
Well, that's fine with me. She can go.
Huh?
I said she can go to Ohio.
You can help her go.
Why should I help her go to Ohio, though?
Because she needs help. Oh, did
I mean,
you?
don't we all
This
need
is
help?
what I deal with
Yeah.
all the time.
And you know what?
This is about him.
When I need help, my husband shows up. He shows up. I needed help last night. Called him in the middle of the night. He showed up. When your wife needs help, you show.
Thank you.
I don't think I can help you. I think you should get family or whatever and get some money, get back to Ohio, get your kids together, get your life out under, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Don't depend on him because he's not in a place to be that man that you need. You're not a bad guy. You're just not a good husband.
Right.
There will be no recovery in this matter. My best of luck to the both of you.
Thank
This
you,
matter
Your
is
Honor.
adjourned.
What's next? Will you take Judge's advice, go back to Ohio, be with the kids?
Well, I would really like to do that, to be able to be a mom again and not feel as worthless as I'm feeling at this moment. So I will take her advice.
Do you believe that this relationship can work?
If he's willing to change, he will. If it's going to be for me or for somebody else, I hope it does it for the best of him.